The smell of freshly cut grass, the sound of wood hitting leather. All these things occur in a very special place, that is the baseball diamond. For my entirety of my life, I've been traveling around the country with my brother as he's been trying to excel in the sport that he loved so much as a child. Although he was always on top of the game, he's had some pretty highs and lows throughout the entirety of his career. And today I would like to be discussing with you those highs and lows as they're my oral tradition. In high school, he was the number 2 catcher in the West, coming out of Edison High School in Fresno. He was highly sought after in the draft and highly sought after in terms of schooling. However, he did not take the opportune route of taking the draft. Rather, my mom forced him to go to school somewhat. In school, in college, he went to Wake Forest University. There, he excelled academically, but not so much on the baseball diamond. He struggled to hitting 150, which, in layman's terms, that's really shitty. So, they said he couldn't hit the barn with the ball, even if he was staying right in front of it. So, he decided to, at that point, full-time switch his junior year from a catcher to a pitcher. Now, he had some successes as a pitcher in college, but one thing led to another, and injuries reoccurred, and he had a stress fracture in his elbow. That's like right here when you, how do you say it? It's like a compound fracture in multiple positions. So what had happened is that they had to take out some bone in his elbow and then do some tendon work and all that, and he has like 3 little dots right here. It's pretty cool. It's weird to look at, but that's kind of how it is. So because of that, he went undrafted in the 2016 draft, which was his senior year. But on the day of the 3rd draft, because there's 3 days, after the 3rd draft, he got a call from the Minnesota Twins who wanted to give him a unrestricted free agent minor league rookie ball deal. And for rookie ball, it's all the way at the bottom. So he would start out all the way here, which most people do, and have to work his way up. And his 2016 debut season as a professional athlete, it was pretty good. He did pretty well for a pitcher. Had about a 9.8 K through 9, which is 9.8 strikeouts through 9 innings. It's a really weird stat. Baseball's filled with really weird stats. It's not very user-friendly, per se. But he thought he was doing really well. He went back for spring training in 2017, and then on the last day of spring training, which was the 1st of April, he was released. It's a pretty bad April Fool's joke. But, yeah. So, after he was released, he thought, you know what, I was a professional athlete for about 5 seconds. I did what I wanted to do. I lived my dream. I'm done. I didn't want to continue. But his girlfriend and my family urged him to venture other options. In baseball, there's many other options. There's an independent league, which is subset from like major organizations like the Cubs or something like that. So he started sending emails like a madman, you know, like a guy wanting a job or something. You know, every 5 minutes he was sending another email. Finally, an independent team in Illinois, Schaumburg, Illinois, finally decided to pick him up. And so his 2017 season was actually really good for them. He became an all-star. He was the top of the class in the Frontier League, which was the league that he played in. He really excelled and was very poignant in his game at that point in time. In the off season, he had the opportunity to go to a special training camp, like a how am I say it? Like an exclusive spa area that no one goes to except certain members. It was kind of like that. You had to get into it. It's called Driveline, and it's cutting edge biomechanics, arm deliveries, speed control, all that, wishy-washy bullshit type stuff. But there he was excelling really well, and he got to, from there, get a pro tryout for the Chicago Cubs. And what the Cubs did, they actually flew him over to Arizona where their spring training was, which is unheard of usually for a minor league deal. They don't usually do that. They flew him over. They paid for the night, paid for his flight back, and on the 1st of April, which was a year anniversary, he was signed again by the Chicago Cubs. And today he sits in this area. So he went from here to here, and is probably going to end up here by the end of this season. So, tearing up, as they say. And baseball is unforgiving in a lot of fashions, and it's kind of difficult to rise through the ranks. It's the most difficult sport to rise through the ranks. So, there's a lot of competition from the Dominican and from other parts of the world. It's not just the U.S. We're actually not the best country in baseball, believe it or not. I know, difficult to believe. But that's where he's at right now, and we'll see what the future gives the spring training. He leaves in about a month, and I think he'll excel this season. To being on top of the world, then to have the world crash on top of you, and then to bring yourself up from the rubble is truly a remarkable thing. And for my brother to do that on countless occasions has truly shown me what a determined human being can do. And I know in the next 10 to 15 years I'm probably going to retell this story, as it probably will be concluded by then. But the story of Garrett the Valiant is a truly remarkable one, as it showed me what a person can really do on his quest to be the very best, like no one ever was. Thank you.
Okay, Ian.